first for Birds. Care to do MMA talk just in general, but Peyton's going to break down Moraes versus Sandhagen card real quick. Let's get it going. We got Bruno Silva versus Tagar. What do you think about that fight?
Well, Ulanbekov Tagar is he trains with Khabib and those boys out of Dagestan. So, and he's 12-1, and he lost. I think a majority decision, his only loss, and I mean, it was against a good guy. So, I mean, he's a 4-1 favorite for a reason. Bruno Silva's 0-2 in the UFC. Like, I mean, yeah, I see. I wrote down in my notes here that Ulanbekov is going to get a second round sub after a 10-8 first round. So I either see a late stoppage in the first round or very early in the second round of stoppage because this guy looks pretty nice, especially at flyweight 5'7", pretty good size. I'd say he wins pretty handily, pretty safe bet.
Tracy Cortez versus Stephanie Egger.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Tracy Cortez by unanimous decision, 29-28. I wouldn't be shocked either way. I know for sure this is going to decision, but Tracy Cortez has been on Dana White's Contender Series, and she had a UFC fight, so she's been in there and had experience. And Edgar's coming in on decently short notice, and she's actually a pretty good opponent. That's why she's only 2-1 favorite, Cortez, but. I mean, I guess I would just take Cortez 2-1, but I'm not super confident about the bet. I would just, if I had to pick, I would definitely say Cortez.
Next, we have Chicadez versus Morales.
Yeah, so Albert Morales is undefeated, but he's not, he's very beatable for sure. And then Gigi has a very, very, very packed record. It's what's the word for it? Not packed? What's it when you have a record? Like in boxing, it's where you padded. He has a very padded record. Mm-hmm. He's a very, very good kickboxer, but some of those wins he had in MMA are against guys who are literally 0-13, 1-10, 2-31, 0-7. He's got a pumped up record. He doesn't look that bad though. He's 3-0 in the UFC, but all are by decision. 2 are split. Morales, close decision against Gabriel Benitez at 155, who's a decent 45er, but now he's going to 45 for the first time. I got Morales by split decision, 29-28, but that's just because they're both I think it's a decision, 100%, probably the most obvious decision on the whole card. Just a technical pick-apart fight. I just think Morales might control the clinch a little better, but I also wrote down I could definitely see a draw coming out of this, just a judge calling a 10-10 round, or maybe someone gets a knockdown, a little ground and pound, some fluke shit, wins the first round 10-8, and then the next guy squeaks too. I just think it's going to be a very close, crazy decision. That's why the odds are even. I wouldn't bet on it. But, I mean, if I had to pick, I would pick Morales.
Next fight, we have Ali versus Tony Kelly.
Yeah, so Tony Kelly lost to a guy named Kai Kamara, who's not terrible at all, actually. He actually looked pretty good. And Tony Kelly had 121 significant strikes and a loss. And, Kamaka looks like a decent prospect over time. And then Ali lost to Irvin Rivera, who got played with by the guy Gigi we were just talking about. Even though it was short notice, he got absolutely abused in the fight, and he beat him. So I could already see just off that Tony's fought the better competition, and Tony was more active in his loss. Even though they were both 2 close losses, he was way more active against a better guy. So I'm just going to say Kelly 29-28. Maybe Ali gets a couple takedowns in the first round, sneaks that one out, and then Kelly's volume will just overwhelm him. But I don't see a stoppage because it's at 135, I think, right? 135?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see a stoppage. I see a nice pace decision for Tony Kelly.
Next fight, we have prospect Impa, a.k.a. Francis 185er, versus Joaquin Buckley, the guy that just got finished by Kevin Holland.
Yeah, I got Buckley by first round KO. Impa's a very hittable, very green, started fighting in 2019. So he's super green. Buckley's got 5 years experience in fighting. He's been in Bellator, LFA, and now he's in the UFC, and he lost to Kevin Holland, who's – I don't give a shit about the rankings. He's a top 15 fighter in either division at 185 or 170. Like, he's definitely a top 15, maybe even top 10 fighter at 185. And he had a competitive fight with Buckley. Buckley just got caught at the end, and Buckley came in on short notice. Like, Holland's really good, but Patolo, the guy who Impa fought, is like Brock Weaver at 170 or 185. You know what I mean? Like, he's gonna come in and be tough as nails and fight, but he's just not at the level, at least yet, for the UFC. Got a little rushed into the UFC, and with Impa's ability to be hit and Buckley's ability to throw a shit ton of bombs, and the guy's undefeated, hasn't had that chin clocked, I would pick Buckley by first round KO. I think it's actually a pretty safe dog. Not the round, but Buckley himself is a safe dog. So I'll say first round KO.
All right. Chris Dacogos versus Rodrigo Nascimento Ferreira.
Yeah, I got Rodrigo by second round submission. I wouldn't be shocked if it's a first round, but I wouldn't even be shocked if Dawkins won. I think the line's horrendous for this fight. I think Dawkins should be, or what's his name? Rodrigo should be like in the 100 range for bet, but he's like 270 or 280 or something like that, which is absurd because the guy's game he's fighting is just, I mean, he is good. He's undefeated, but I mean, he beat Dontel Mays. It's not the best win. You beat Parker Porter, not the best win. So it's two average guys, but I'm going to pick the grappler every day if two guys don't have any knockout power. So I'm going to pick, and he's a big favorite for a reason. So I'll pick Rodrigo by second round sub. I wouldn't be shocked if it's first round either way, though, because they're both big heavyweights. So, yeah.
Tom Bressi versus KB
Bueller.
Olivar. Bueller.
Yeah. It's Tom Breeze too, but Tom Breeze has been super duper duper inactive. Like, the first UFC card I ever went to live was 199, and he fought on that card, lost a split decision to Sean Strickland, and at the time they actually both had good records. Strickland's had tough fights since, but I mean, he fought Usman, who smashed him into bits. So I mean, it's not really too sad. But yeah, Tom Breeze beat Dan Kelly, but Dan Kelly's a walking target. Like, if you don't knock out, if you can knock him out early like he did, it's a pretty simple win. Like, Derek Brunson did the same shit. But yeah, he knocked him out, and then he got beat by Brendan Allen by submission or TKO. I can't remember. But he's just been super inactive. He's had he's had 3 fights in like almost 5 years. And then he's been super inactive besides the last loss, but he looked like shit in the fight. And Bueller's a 6'4", 185 pounder. Same thing with Tom Breeze is 6'3", but at plus 220 for a guy who's inactive and has had panic attacks. Like, he had a fight pulled because of a panic attack, Tom Breeze, in the locker room, I think, or maybe the day before, either in the locker room or the day before. So he's not, I mean, he's too inactive. I think getting plus 2 over 2 in an underdog, like, I think he's 220, 230. Like, that's just I mean, I would take that in. I would throw big money on that if I was going to bet. Him in a Buckley parlay would be huge. Like, I don't know why they're dogs. I think they're just I think they're looking at their resume instead of, like, their activity. And, like, Bueller and Buckley both have the size over their opponent, too. And not the experience for Bueller, but, I mean, this guy's been out for forever, Breeze. He's just a show up here, show up there. Like, he was in UFC 2, Tom Breeze. Like, I mean, he's literally old and shot. I don't know. I'm picking Bueller. Third round TKO. He just beats him overtime and breaks him and TKOs him. Like, not even close to an actual KO, but just breaks him with strikes.
Okay. To start the main card, we have Yusuf versus Ilya.
Yusuf versus Tapiero, right? Versus Zalal. Okay, so I actually watched Zalal fight even before his UFC debut. I liked him a lot. He fought a guy named Austin. I can't remember Austin Lingo, and Austin Lingo was an undefeated prospect. And they had Zalal at plus 250, and I spammed it. I bet I think $60 on it because I watched both their careers, and I saw Zalal was a much gamer fighter, and he was younger, and he beat Lingo in the UFC, and he's actually 3-0, and I've picked him every single time he fought in the UFC. I actually would say I'm a fan of Zalal. But that said, I'm gonna pick Tapiera this fight. The line started out almost 3-1 for Zalal when they first announced it, but now it's down to like not even money, but I think Zalal is minus 150. And there's a reason why I went down so much because people know Tapiera is also a young buck. They're both, I think, one's 23, one's 24, so it's two young guys. And Tapiera is like looks pretty crisp. Like I don't know, he's got good jujitsu too, and that's the way that Zalal dominates. If he's better on the ground, he's able to get there and like hold on and do his thing. But I think Tapiera can nullify that and win the fight. And I'm gonna say unanimous 30-27 because Zalal is tough. He's never been finished. And I've seen his career, like he could have been finished many times, but he always dogs it out. So I'll say I'll dog this out. I'll say a close 30-27. Like each round will be decently close. Maybe he has one clear round, but the other two he sneaks. And I'll give it to Tapiera unanimous. So that's 3 dogs already.
All right, we got Tom versus Allen, heavyweights.
Alan Badot or whatever, Badeau. Yeah, I got Aspinall. He's minus 500. Like if he's I think betting a 500 piece or even 1,000 on Tom Aspinall is free to get 100 or 200 back. He's fighting a small guy. The guy's Darren Till's sparring guy. They spar in the gym all the time. They're teammates. And then he's also helped Tyson Fury spar for Vladimir Klitschko. Like, you're not getting brought in unless you're decent on the feet. And the guy's debut, he fought not a shit fighter, but the guy's a middleweight and he's up at heavyweight. He's bloated, fat guy who wanted to fight, probably didn't train a lick, and went in there, got knocked out in 40 seconds. And this guy's fighting is not a natural heavyweight either. He's got a shit record. Not a shit record, but like he's just not like at the level yet. He's not as experienced as a guy like Tom Aspinall. So, and at minus 500, there's a reason. I guarantee you this line goes up, not down. So, yeah, Tom Aspinall first round KO. Some point he'll catch him clean. I could see him turning and just getting battered. Maybe even TK. I don't know, but first round for sure.
Next fight, we got Marcus versus Dirkus. I don't know either of these guys.
Duplessis versus Marcus Perez. Yeah, Marcus Perez is a game guy. He came into the weigh-ins today with the Joker face.
Oh, that's him.
Yeah, he painted his face like the Joker, and he's all right. His wins aren't great. His losses aren't great. Getting out wrestled by Eric Anders. That just says it all. Like, I don't know. Duplessis has experience at KSW, which is a Polish promotion. He was actually the champion there, and they actually have decent competitive matches over there. It's a very underrated promotion, I believe. And Marcus Perez has just been run of the mill. If you're not belonging in the UFC, Marcus Perez will smash you to bits. If you belong there, you'll give him a tough fight, win by decision. If you're a good fighter, you'll finish him. But he is durable as shit, Marcus Perez. Even though I said, you'll finish him, you got to be an elite fighter. And I don't think Duplessis is an elite fighter yet. But with this line, minus 170, I think that's a joke. I'd take minus 170 on Duplessis over, Zalal, Breeze's price, Impa's price, any of the – even Tony Kelly earlier. I would take minus 170 on Duplessis, pretty safely. I think he's just going to pick him apart, just control the clinch exchanges, pick him apart at range, just beat him all over in the fight, just dominate 30-27. Not damage-wise, but point-wise, he's going to dominate. And I'll say, yeah, Duplessis unanimous decision.
All right, now the fights I fucking care about and know about. Ben Rothwell versus Marcin Tybura. Can I go first?
Yeah, go first.
Both of them kind of stink. Ben Rothwell, I think, lost to OSP in my when I watched. I haven't rewatched it, but watching live, I thought OSP won. It was such a boring fight, though. Marcin Tybura got KO'd by Derek Lewis. That won me a lot of money. I still think Tybura is a better fighter. What's the line? Do you know?
I think Rothwell's minus 160 and Tybura's plus 1.
Wow. Yeah. People are really high on Rothwell right now for some reason.
Yeah, I don't see it.
I don't know why. Not like a huge underdog pick, but I'm for sure picking Marcin Tybura. I just think he's a better overall martial artist in every category. So I'm gonna pick Marcin Tybura probably by decision just because of how Rothwell fights. But yeah, Marcin Tybura 29-28 unanimous decision.
I literally have written down Marcin Tybura unanimous decision 29-28. I have the same exact thing. I'm usually when I see heavyweights, I'm not confident in picking a decision, but this is like one of the freest heavyweight decisions I've seen in a while. The only thing I have with Ben Rothwell, that the only thing that he has, in my opinion, over Tabor is experience and durability. That's it. He hasn't been finished since he fought Cain Velasquez, and that was before Cain Velasquez was the champion. That's when he was just fucking beating the shit out of everybody and tearing it up. And yeah, I see the same shit. Like Tabor, I just think he's a better fighter. Like, yeah, he has durability and heart issues. Like, yeah, like could he get knocked out by Ben Rothwell or submitted? Yeah, he could. But like, when's the last time Ben Rothwell's finished anyone? Yeah, Stefan Struve. Okay, like, okay, whatever. But like, Tabor, better kickboxer, stay at range. They both fight extremely safe. Yeah, Tabor 2-1. Maybe Rothwell gets one round. I see a shit ton of clinch exchanges against the cage. Like, not a great fight in my opinion, stylistically.
Next fight is going to be really exciting, I think. Edson Barbosa versus Makwan Americani. Super dope. Has Makwan won since New York? He has, right?
Yeah, he submitted one dude. I forget his name though. I can't think.
Am I saying that right? Makwan?
Makwan.
Makwan. Makwan.
Amir Khan.
Barbosa has to be a ginormous favorite for this fight. Damn. Only like 270. I thought he'd be like 4-1, just stylistically. I like Makwan, but ugh, it's a hard fight because like Barbosa looked horrible on the scale today.
I didn't see.
He looks so bad. Like he looks ripped, like more ripped than ever, but like he looks so drained at 45. Like I'm gonna go with a sleeper pick again. I'm gonna go Makwan Americani. Third round submission.
Yeah, I got Edson Barboza. I put second round KO, and I do think it's a legitimate knockout. Like either with the ground and pound after. Like I think it'll be a KO, not a TKO, because Makwan Americani comes straight forward with his hands down and just bum rushes. And like bum rushing Barboza is smart, but you have to be an elite fighter to get in that range and do something like a Gaethje or a like Ferguson.
Yeah.
Dude, I thought, see, I like Dan Ige a lot. He's a good fighter, but I thought Barboza won that fight like pretty like decisively. But I also have money on Barboza, so it might be a little biased. But I mean, he did way more damage than Ige did. But yeah, Ige definitely fought his ass off, but still. But I mean, Dan Hooker got smashed to bits by Barboza. I think Dan Hooker's a decent fighter. He stands with you in range, and Makwan, I think he'll be shooting for his life. I think Barboza will sprawl him out a little bit, pick him apart, and I think he'll just run in one. I just see a Beneil Dariush, not a knee, but I can see like a kick to the body, or even like a kick to the head.
That's how I see a finish for Edson. I don't see it like a chin. I see like
I see
a body kick.
Yeah, like a draining thing. Like I think he'll just be drained, but I think that's a K. Like I think it'll be like where he has to like and he's fucked. You know what I mean? Because I just see it, Barboza with the target in front of him. Like he looked motivated. I mean, he fought really well his first fight at 45. He didn't look great on the scales against Ige either. You know what I mean? And I think Ige would smash Americani to pieces. So I don't know. And Barboza's been in with way, way better competition. Not just like 0-2 before quarantine, UK prelim fucking phenoms when they're fighting in Finland or fucking the UK or any of that shit, Netherlands. Like he's that type of guy. He'll fight the good guy overseas. Like Barboza's fighting fucking Khabib, Ferguson, Gaethje, like Michael Johnson. He fought fucking Cowboy. Like he's fighting fucking guys who can strike well. And Americani, I don't think he can strike that well at all. So yeah, I'm gonna pick Barboza second round KO.
All right, in the main event, we have Marlon Moraes versus Corey the Sandman Sandhagen. I love Corey Sandhagen. I hate Marlon Moraes, but super super weird that Sanhagen's a slight favorite. I think it's because it's 5 rounds.
Yeah.
Besides that, it's like, and the fact Moraes gets tired. I think those are the only reasons like Sanhagen's a favorite. I don't really see where he has better advantages. I don't know. Well, I want to hear what you say first about the fight, then I'll make a decision.
Yeah, so I think that the line is appropriate because I think it's a really good line to hit at minus 130 on Sandhagen. I think it's a pretty standard fight. I think it's only this close too because of the last time he just got ran over by Sterling, who got ran over by Moraes. But those are different styles. Like Aljamain's gonna run into you and he gets KO'd stiff by Moraes because Moraes is a power striker and Sandhagen doesn't have the power to keep a guy like Aljamain throwing off of him, so he loses that fight. But I think this style, you got a hooker and you got a guy throwing kicks big and shit like that, super power and everything, and then you got a distance striker who's smart on the feet. He's not gonna the same. You could just throw the Aljamain Sterling fight out the window when it comes to talk about Marlon Moraes because Marlon Moraes isn't gonna try and take him down. Marlon Moraes is gonna try and strike with him and fucking knock him out. And I think the first round Marlon Moraes will take this shit very handily. He's gonna put it all out there, fucking hit him nice and hard, stiff shots. But I think over time Corey will start to find his range. He's in the bigger octagon and just like slowly start to pick him apart. Maybe even get his own takedown in there. Control him on the ground if he has to. And I think Sandhagen will comfortably win the next 4 rounds because Moraes will start to gas, but Moraes' heart won't be out of it, and Sandhagen probably won't want to cross that line to be a chance of getting knocked out because Moraes has serious power at the division. So I'm going to say Corey Sandhagen, 49-46 unanimous decision. I think it's pretty straightforward. I think the line would be 2-1, maybe 2.5-1 if he didn't fight Aljamain Sterling a few months ago and get ran over. But yeah.
Yeah, true. Honestly, at the same time, from a betting perspective, this is what I think Vegas is doing. I think that every dummy is going to be betting Moraes because Moraes as an underdog versus a guy that just looked bad, like it's like that should be the easy pick, is Moraes. A guy just got ran over, and the other guy arguably lost his last fight, should have lost, but he won, and then fought for a title. But before that was on a crazy streak. Like, Vegas wants you to pick Moraes, so that's why I'm picking Corey Sandhagen. Like, the easy pick should be Moraes. Like, why is Moraes an underdog?
If you don't study into the fight, it's very like, why would I not take dog money on a guy ranked first, coming off a winning title challenger against a guy who just got ran over in his fourth and had no. Yeah, it's a pretty like I think it's a very. Easy
I think it's such an easy pick to pick Moraes that it's like it'd be stupid to pick him.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see him. I mean, dude, Marlon Moraes, probably the biggest power striker in the history of the division. Like, he could fucking knock Sandhagen unconscious early in the fight, for sure. I think he wins the first round, but I just don't see that happening. I think Corey Sandhagen is dog tough, and he's got a bigger cage this time. I think he'll control the range really well. The only thing I could see fucking Sandhagen up and getting him stopped or something or making him lose the fight is if he gets chopped to shreds with leg kicks. As long as he gets check leg kicks and stay out of the range of leg kicks, I think he's going to be I think he'll coast in this fight very handily. But the leg kicks could, if he gets chopped enough, he could slow down. But that's why the line's close too, because he's long and tall, the leg kicks. But we're banking on leg kicks or a first-round knockout. I'm going to take a guy who has every other advantage, a grappling advantage, a size advantage, a reach advantage, a distance advantage, a technical striking advantage, a clinch advantage, like a cardio advantage, like maybe even a mental advantage. Because, like, Moraes jacked in the fight against Cejudo. He didn't get beat down. He fucking he got broken in the cage. Like, it just is what it is. Like, nothing wrong with it. He lost to a great champion. He got broken by a great champion. But he got broken. It wasn't strikes. He physically got fatigued out and banged out. It wasn't. Oh, I'm hurt bad. That was a mental loss. Fucking Sandhagen was like, dude, this guy's on my back already. He's fucking ox strong. Fuck. Went to sleep. You know what I mean? Alcantara broke this guy's fucking arm. This guy's been cut to shreds in a deep guillotine against Lineker. He beat Lineker. Like, the guy's tough as nails. Moraes is. I'm gonna pick a tougher technical guy over a mentally questionable knockout striker.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
All right. Let's fucking talk about Connor.
Yeah, the knockbox.
Um,
Can you make it 25 instead of 20 though? Like,
no, he doesn't care.
it just makes me fucking disgusted. Like, it's not a knockbox; it's an octagon. Like, we get that you don't parry or feint or like you just fist fight in the cage. I respect it. That's why you're my favorite. But let's get a little more. Let's start grappling a little bit. This is a little bit.
Versus Dustin Poirier.
No. I mean, like, let's just practice it. Like, this should be a tune-up fight. P-Head, like, please be a tune-up fight. Like, you already lost in 90 seconds.
I mean, that's what we said about Cowboy. Like, we were nervous. I was so nervous for Cowboy, and then he KO'd him in 40 seconds.
Yeah, I could see, like, I don't see Dustin making it on the stool. Or maybe he gets one stool trip in there. I don't know. Maybe.
Let's just say he lasts two times the amount of the first fight. He still gets finished in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I mean, and Connor's getting ready in the knockbox. Like, he's literally cut it off 5 inches. But that's the problem. Poirier's able to run away. Like, he's got to make it bigger because these guys are, like, if he was the one disengaging, the knockbox is perfect. But when you're
do
going.
you think they're going to fight on Fight Island or
No, they're going to fight
in Vegas, yeah, because it's after Habib's the last one on Fight Island, right?
Yeah, that's why he made a knockbox 20 feet, so he could lose the 5 feet. But he doesn't understand. They're running from him. So they need the cage to be bigger so they can chase them down. Like, he's not – if he's running, do the knockbox.
Yeah, but he already knows how to cut up the octagon.
Yeah, I know, but he's like – now he's –
Knockbox, dude. He's so fucking ignorant. It's so dope.
It's an octagon, not a knockbox.
That's so cool. Do you think he fights in November or December?
December. I think they throw a –
They're talking about Colby.
They just tried to offer Colby and Masvidal a fucking co-main event.
But for 5 rounds still.
A co-main event.
Yeah, to Connor Dustin, I think.
No, to fucking Nunes fucking Anderson.
No.
That's the card.
No.
Look at the card. No, that's why. That's why they said they're so far apart on terms. Like, they're not even fucking close to making a deal with that fight yet. Putting it on a
Brandon Moreno versus Alex Perez is a main event for UFC 255
in November. Yeah, because Cody pulled out. Cody has a torn bicep.
But I thought the champion was fucking
Figueiredo. Wait, who's it say he's fighting?
Moreno versus Perez.
No, that's they scrapped Moreno. That's not updated. They scrapped Moreno and they're putting Perez in the title shot. Because stylistically, that's a fucking bang fest. Figueiredo versus Alex Perez, that's going to do 7 pay-per-view buys, but I'm going to be one of the 7 because that's fucking, they're going to bang out. Like,
Nunes versus Megan Anderson, that's a main event. I for sure like.
Well, no, it was supposed to be Marty, but Marty's doesn't have. How could you pull out because you didn't have enough time? Like, that's sus to me.
What happened?
He pulled out because he says he didn't have enough time to train. They're going to move the fight to, like, January or fucking February. It's not an injury.
Oh, for Corona?
No, because Marty wants a little more time to train.
Oh, Marty. I thought you were talking about Cody Garbrandt.
Oh, no, Cody has a fucking torn bicep. Marty needs more time to train, he said. So they're bumping the fight to January or February. Like, that's not.
I don't know why Burns doesn't fight
Scott. Makes me sick. Dude, can they stop? Everyone in that division is ducking hazmat so fucking
So
hard.
bad. He just tweeted out today saying like no, said I can't get welterweight fight. I'm going to start calling out middleweight.
Dude, I saw him write a tweet. Said, "This is like the English he wrote. He wrote, middleweight or welterweight, middleweight doesn't matter. Give me a fight at Dana White, or it's welterweight or middleweight. May you please send me a fight? Not welterweight, middleweight. Send me fight Dana White. Like
Look what Nate posted.
Gilbert getting knocked out. Yeah. Dilbert's not the best. Like you beat Tyquil
Dude,
Woodley.
him and like he and Leon Scott need to fight.
I would pick Scott in that fight without thinking twice about it.
Dude, I don't even like Leon Scott. But I'd rather have him than like the division be held up until February because of fucking Gilbert Burns versus Kamaru Usman. Like I don't care. Like if Masvidal and Colby fight before, if one of them win, why would they not get a title shot over fucking Gilbert Burns?
Because Gilbert's a tune-up. Like,
But then why does he need to train more for Burns?
that's what's making me sick.
I fucking hate him so much.
Dude, he's so fucking good at fighting, actually, but he's annoying.
What is he good at?
Marty.
What did he do that impressed you versus Masvidal?
Marty.
Yeah, what did he do that impressed you versus Masvidal?
He turned Street Judas back into short haircut, neck tattoo. Let's go to decision. Let's lose, but fuck it. We're the fighter, bro. Let's accept a decision loss. He turned him into a fucking 2000.
What was Masvidal supposed to do there?
Literally start out. Why didn't he start? Even he tried to fucking flying knee Nate. Like, why is he not trying the flying knee? Why is he not just throwing the entire kitchen
He did
sink?
not try to fly me, Nate. That was a joke.
No, he tried, but Nate saw that shit. He's like, nah, motherfucker. Why aren't they running that fight back, dude?
No,
Fucking-
because it needs to be Colby Masvidal. Needs to be.
What about this?
No.
And then we're sitting there like, he heard the 10-second clicker. He's going, like Nate was winning that round, just beating the shit out of him, pop, 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 pop. And then you're just pounding on bullshit, dude. Bullshit stoppage. And fucking, yeah, Marty, bro. Marty absolutely ran at him. Like, he was trying to clinch, but he was running head on. But Street Judas said, let's just take a decision loss so I could use the 6-day notice junk. But the problem is now, when you fight Colby Chaos Covington, like, if you try the Street Judas, like, small hair, Lorenz Larkin fucking fights, Ross Pearson, like, you're going to get finished because we did the same thing to Tyquil. Tyquil did his best to survive, but, like, we beat him till his organs busted. Like, same shit would happen to Street Judas. Street Judas is
I don't think Judas wins the fight.
I think Judas either, concedes decision or fucking gets finished going for it. Or finishes him in 10 seconds.
He better fucking get finished going for it.
But he doesn't do that. In his whole career, he never – the only time he was really risking it for the biscuit was against Hill and – I mean, Ash Cream he just caught off the rip. But if he would have missed that, he probably would have just been held against the cage too. I don't know.
He probably would have lost to Askren.
I don't know, though, dude. I mean, Askren is horrendous, dude. He's getting picked apart by Maia, bro. Picked apart. And Lawler is shot to pieces. He fought Melvin Manhoef. Like, he's fucking shot to bits. Like, and he dumped him and KO'd him stiff, but Herb Dean was just sleeping that night.
I don't know, man. Like, I just want Connor to fight.
Well, the knockbox is coming in December, I feel. And I'm going to put
Dude, that's what's annoying. Like, I didn't expect him to fight until January, but now, like,
no, he must fight this year.
like if he fights on the 19th or what is it, the 12th or the 21st or something,
You can fight on the 12th.
I'm not gonna be home. You know how annoying that is?
Where are you going on the 12th?
Huh?
Where are you going on the 12th?
Hey, dude. I live in New York, dummy.
What does it have to do with anything?
So I can't fucking party and watch a McGregor fight.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just like it's you're not really missing out on a night. Like it's a knockbox, like Dustin Poirier's chin.
It's still fun.
It's gonna be the best.
Yeah, what?
But it's gonna be December 12th because that's when he.
I'm not home December 12th.
I know, but that's when they're going to fight because that's when he won the belt in 12.
I know, but I know that stinks. I'm literally gonna be watching McGregor by myself.
Yeah, that's a shit time. You should invite some people over.
No.
All I know is that Dustin P had Poirier saying, "Hey, what's up?" Like responding. Dude,
He
you
got
know
a
what?
response
What
though.
I'm doing is for my foundation. Thanks, Connor. You guys are getting in a knockbox. Like, act like it.
Yeah.
Because last time you acted like it, I was very excited. And he told you, "What do you have, pussy?" and knocked you out. So, I mean, you're not really competitive. Like, you're doing great for your foundation. I think Dustin Poirier's a
You
great.
think Connor goes into this fight being nice too?
Yeah. Dude, there is a chance. The more I'm thinking about it, like Khabib might have like put a little damper on his.
No, I think it's because he hit a guy in a bar. He gets accused of sexual assault every country he goes into. Like, he has to play the fucking nice guy. Like, it's fucking dumb.
He just wants to in there.
Yeah. All he wants to do is fight. Like,
Mom's calling me over and over. Hello?
honest.
I'm doing something with Parker online right now. That's awesome.
What'd she say?
She says, "Oh, what are you doing right now?" I'm on the thing with Parker. Oh, okay.
She's probably just asking if you want a fucking tea.
She's probably asking me to take more stuff out of the car.
Oh.
But no, dude. The only thing is like P-Head's a walking target. Like, I wish he would fight Ferguson because like Ferguson's like he's just a bro. I listen to him. He's like he's devolving quick.
Did you hear him say, like, he called Dustin, like, a sellout?
Yeah, and he says
Fighting
he
McGregor.
85 because he wants to
Because,
go.
well, he's calling him a dude. Like, Ferguson would have taken that fight too.
Dude, Ferguson's a dog, bro. He'd fight Adesanya tomorrow.
Yeah.
He'd be
Who
more
was he
competitive
talking?
than
Oh
fucking.
yeah, he was talking shit about John and Adesanya. Dude, I think that was the funniest interview I've ever listened to.
It was hilarious. It was
Like-
Nate Diaz, but like with like that could articulate.
No, like his humor's starting to like it's
I
starting to
love
make
Tony
sense
Ferguson,
now.
bro. I've always
He
loved.
said something. He said like a joke that was like with his sunglasses, and he's like, "But I got sunglasses on, so I'm ready to roll," or something like that.
Yeah, dude, he's a great fighter. He's a great man. But I mean, he's a broken. Like physically, he's broken, not mentally. Mentally, he's still there, but a little diluted mentally. But physically, he's
I
fucked.
need to show
Like
you the funniest
you can't
fucking.
get beat on like that.
I know. I need to show you the funniest fucking thing. You know the guy Stu Finder I told you about that works for Barstool?
Who?
Like Sports Advisors. I told you to watch it, but I know you didn't. You didn't, right? This is
Huh?
him. This is him. Ready? Like he does like every bet. Like I'm gonna show you a couple of his clips. Wait, ready? It's so fucking funny. It's gonna lag on your part, but you'll be able to hear it.
Okay. Wait, why did you say Houston -6? How did that work?
It was probably like money line or something, or
Yeah,
someone was
they're
hurt.
0-4 though.
Houston?
Yeah, Texans.
I think it was baseball.
Well, how the fuck is someone winning by 6 in baseball?
I don't know.
This guy's a fucking genius. Then you know, take it off the Brutes thing so we can.
No, I want to show you this one.
Oh.
Promises made! Promises delivered! W Network Germany and cha-ching! 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 Ready to roll!
You see what happened?
No way. Yeah, I saw, dude. That's so fucked.
Bro, let's see.
Dude, he probably puts down.
Dude, so like this guy's like you gotta watch some of this shit, right? So,
How is this possible? Fuck the Clippers, are you kidding me? Obviously, my all-time favorite to win the NBA championship, they can't even beat the Denver Nuggets. Paul George, Kawhi Leonard as right now, a dime scored in the fourth quarter. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my God, what a choke job. Hey, Doc Rivers, how about an adjustment? How about taking your dick out of your ass? How about cold fucking basketball? You motherfucker! You quarterback that fucking shirt! You look like a fucking idiot! I'm betting on you! People's lives are on the line! And game 7, you chump!
Dude, how the fuck does he have 5 TVs in the same room?
because he's like professionally bets
more,
for a living.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, he makes so much money. He's hilarious. Dude, he's a fucking ready to roll. That's like when I saw that Tyler, because I didn't watch a second of the game and I watched that live. I watched his Instagram. Promises made, promises delivered. Astros won by 5.
I don't know what the fuck that was for. Maybe it was like a second half line or some shit. I don't know. It probably was. Because he won it. He wouldn't post it if he didn't win.
Yeah, I don't know. Astros won the series.
I don't know shit about baseball right now, to be honest.
The Astros made the playoffs 29-31. Atlanta sweep the Marlins.
The Marlins made the playoffs. Like, that just shows you baseball's dead. Like, if there was 162 games of the
The
Marlins
Dodgers won 12-3 yesterday.
against who?
The Padres.
Padres are like, how the fuck are the Padres in the playoffs?
No, they were very good this year.
In 60 games. Anyone
No, I
else-
know, but very good.
Yeah, I know, but the Mariners last year would have been
The Dodgers are always like they were 43-17. That's crazy.
The Dodgers are always a good record in the regular season. But
The Rays are really good too. Today's game 5, Rays Yankees.
is that the decider or is it 7 games?
It's 5.
Oh, geez. Yeah, see, I don't follow baseball anymore. It's so fucking boring.
I think it's 5. Yeah.
I'm betting on it. When I get to Vegas, I'll definitely bet on fucking that shit more often.
I wonder what the fucking because you know how like the Lakers when they wear the Mamba jerseys they're like 4-0.
What?
You know how the Lakers wear the Mamba jerseys?
Yeah, I know. They're doing it tonight because they just want to end the series. Look what this shithouse – I'll tell you when we get off air what this shithouse just texted.
All right. Sports for Brutes. See the Brutes. Knockbox. Rice versus Sandhagen.
Zombie next week, the best fight of the year. That's underrated. And then Lomachenko, Lopez, great fucking boxing fight. What? Like, it's going to be the best weekend next weekend. 2 low-key fucking wars.
All right. See the Boots.